Hey, I just wanted to make a second video today about a topic which is really personal to me, and this topic is fear. Fear is the biggest disability on the planet. Um, the definition of a disability is something that stops you from doing something. That's what a disability is, because it disables you. It stops your ability. And nothing will stop your ability in life more than fear. It's the biggest disability of all. But you will conquer it if you're going through this right now. I just want to make this very, very clear. You will conquer it. And it's not the end for you. I don't know how it feels to go through what you're going through, but I know how it feels. Look at this hair. I don't know how it feels to go through what you're going through right now, but I definitely know how it feels to be alone and to be afraid. And I just want to tell anyone watching this video right now that you're not going to be alone forever, and that you are going to get through it. It might take you a day, a month, or 10 days, or a year, maybe 10 years, I don't know. But eventually, you are going to get through it. Oh my gosh, why can't I sort my hair out? Eventually, you are going to get through it. And it's going to be okay. Eventually. Not everything is right straight away, you know. Every successful person has to go through hard times first. It's not about what it's like right now. It's about where you're going to be. Like in 10 years from now, you could... I wish I had the words to even just tell you, man. It's not about where you start, it's about how you finish. Imagine there's a race, right? Let's say this race represents life. And for the first 20% of the race, let's say, or the first 40% of this race, this runner is running the race and he's just having the worst time ever. He's got his injured leg, and he's running the race and he's got this, let's say, injured leg, and it's just the worst race ever. He can't even see the point in continuing with the race. He thinks he might as well just give it up. He's in last place in the race, let's just say, in this metaphor. And it can feel like that when we have fear, you know, we're disabled, we can't do anything. Like, fear is the biggest disability you can have in your life. It's hard, man. And but what happens if when he reaches 41% of the way through the race, something happens, let's say, that makes this leg injury go away, and he has now learned how to run extremely fast because he's had an injury. He knows how to run, and he gets through it, and he runs, man, and he runs, and he doesn't just run, he sprints. He's like the fastest runner, and he finishes the race. And not only does he finish the race, but he finishes the race with flying colours. Now, what do you think is important in that story? Do you think it's important that he started slow? I mean, sure, it's important, but at the end of the day, what matters is the way he finished. Like look at that performance, man. Like, that's beautiful, the way he transformed like that. And if he gave up, then that never could have happened. And if he gave up at 10%, or 20%, or 30%, or even 40%, he never knew that at 41% he was going to get better and finish the race. You know what I mean? He didn't know that. But he kept going, and he did, and bang, it's beautiful. And just like in life, sometimes you're going to hit obstacles, and these obstacles can feel really, really overbearing. I just want to tell you, if you're watching this video, I know I'm a mess right now, look at me, so tired and unshaven and whatever. I just want to tell you that if you've reached an obstacle or a fear in your life, and that fear paralyzes you because it just hurts so much, it makes you so afraid, don't give up, because it's not the end for you yet. It matters how you're going to finish. You don't know what's around the corner. You don't know your limits yet, so don't give up. Because you don't know your limits yet, so don't give up. You could be inches away from this 41% mark, and then the rest of your life is going to be beautiful. You don't know that. You will get through fear, and you will find ways to deal with it in positive ways. You're going to, like in the last video I spoke about expressing yourself, you're going to find ways to just express it in the best ways and do incredible things with it, and it's actually going to be a good part of who you are. Like when I'm afraid, for example, when something scares me and I'm just getting in my room and I'm just getting anxious, I'm aware that I'm feeling anxious, and I just use that emotion to do something amazing. Like I get expressive with it, and I start to paint or whatever, and I do motivational speeches, and that's how I express myself. And when I'm feeling afraid, I just start writing these speeches, man. And some of my best speeches I've written when I've been afraid. And it just shows that this fear is a disability, but it can also be used as an ability to push you to do amazing things. But that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is it's not the end for you. So don't give up. You're going to get through it. It's going to be okay. I love you so much. I love you just the way you are. I wouldn't change you. Like seriously, man, you think there's something wrong with you? I don't think there's anything wrong with you. I think you're precious, man, just the way you are. I think you're gorgeous, just the way you are. I wouldn't change you, man. I wouldn't change you for anything. There is nothing you could give me that would make me want to change you. Because I just love you, and you are awesome, and you're a badass, just the way you are. It's okay. And you're going to get through the fear, I promise. Just hang in there. And never, ever give up. Just don't give up.